Prologue. Control. He was slim and athletic, and ran the forest as one born in it. Although not an adult in the eyes of his village, Uriel prayed to any god that would listen for a way out. Hearing shouts, Uriel looked up to see over a dozen elves at the top of the hill.
Damn it!
He swore in frustration, and then again, seeing the elves gesturing in his direction before the hillside around him erupted from their spells. Pelted with rocks and dirt, Uriel ignored the stinging sensations all over his body and began running sideways across the hill towards a small boulder that looked as if it could offer some protection. Uriel felt more than heard the next spell of the elves and dove behind the boulder at the last second. His breath ragged and coming in gasps, Uriel reached out with his magics in every direction, drawing on the elements until he could hold no more. And then he drew more.
Enough!
Thrusting his left arm out to the side, a sudden gale of wind threw him out from his hiding place as the elven wizards destroyed it. Uriel stopped himself several spans away with another gust of wind as he turned and faced the elves. With bowed head and arms outstretched, Uriel struggled to control the magics within him as they raged to be unleashed upon his enemies. Slowly, he began to close the distance between his hands, but every inch was a battle against the magics. Being this deep into his own magic, he could easily feel the universe around the elves bend and twist as they began to cast a new spell. One that would destroy him when it manifested. He let himself grin as he brought his fingertips to within an inch of each other. His spell would be first. He closed his hands, and his head snapped up as the magic coursed through him. At the sight of the white energy filling his eyes, every elf dropped their offensive spells in an attempt to erect some kind of magical shield. They were too late. The wind summoned by Uriel threw the elves in every direction, but Uriel himself was not protected from the forces he unleashed. His head slammed against the ground, and he blacked out.